Welcome back to the PSN Command. Now with your boy Tonka Tech. I'm back with another video. If I get to glory to God, my God's right now about the doors, pay with all people doors and permit today's video. Hear about the Washington Commanders. If I get too far into it, I want to apologize for lack of uploads lately. Um, I've been stuck at work and it's been hard for me to upload lately. This job's been kicking my tail, so I apologize about that. I sincerely probably from the bottom of my heart. I don't mean to leave y'all hanging. But we're back with another video about another live stream. And want to shout out to Chanel. Shout out to wifey. Very appreciate her for being amazing. Love her to death. Shout out to Chanel. She's been incredible. I have a new setup and doesn't look too different, but if you were looking from the outside in, you would see it looks a little different. I have a whole new desk and stuff like that. So shout out to her. Appreciate her very much. And like it, bitch. Appreciate you. If I get to our glory to God, for our God's right now, our God's open doors and pay with all people in the Lord's name permits. Today's video, let's get right into it. So we saw the top 30 visits for the Washington Commanders. Oh, quick verse of the day. Trying to think of one real quick for y'all. That's not obvious. Just look up real quick. Real quick for y'all. All right, 1 Corinthians 15:20 says as follows, but Christ has indeed been raised from the dead, and the first fruits of those who have fallen asleep. That is today's verse of the day. 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 20. So let's go ahead and look at the top 30 visits for the Commanders so far. So we're going to look at right now, and I'll talk about it very briefly, but we'll do a mock draft based on those top 30 visits, and then we will do one for the National Football League. So we'll have some fun tonight. Let's do it. So this is from MSN. I don't have I'm going to go ahead and show you these guys this article real quick. So let's switch tabs. Let's stop screen share for a second. Let's go ahead and show you all these guys that they got posted for the top 30 visits real quick. This is from Ben Stanley of The Athletic. The Commanders are hosting 6 players for top 30 visits on Tuesday, which is today. This is as follows. Oklahoma State running back Ollie Gordon. Oregon offensive tackle Josh Carney Jr. North Carolina State offensive tackle Anthony Belton. Boston College defensive end Devin Azaraku, and then finally Kentucky cornerback Maxwell Hairston, and also Quincy Riley, Louisville cornerback. We're actually going to meet with Jay and Blue tomorrow, and a couple of prospects tomorrow too. So keep that in mind. We'll have part 2 of this actually too. I like the players they're meeting with. I like the fact that we're meeting with running backs. I think that's huge. I don't know too much about Ollie Gordon, so I don't want to quote too much. But yeah, I felt we're running back. Josh Collins is one of the best tackles in this draft. He's available at 29. I'd be surprised. Anthony Belton, he's also interesting. Very athletic offensive tackle and has a very high ceiling. I like him. Boston College defensive end Donovan Ataraku. He's going to be a dog at the next level. I like being braced at the table. If it had 2 corners, Maxwell Hairston, 6'1", 185, kind of light in the tail, but fast, good ball skills, can cover outside and inside. I like that. That's the guy I got my target on. I think he's a projected top 100 pick. So he might be available in the 3rd round. We can get a 3rd round pick if we get out that 1st round and try to get more day 2 picks. That would be great. But and Quincy Riley, I already talked about him in the short. I like him a lot as well. So these are guys I do like a lot. It's worth knowing that new Washington regime led by Adam Peters did something similar a year ago when he hosted prospects in a group setting and they had activities such as Top Golf. Teams can host up to 30 players for interviews and medical evaluation at their own facilities. with players who live or go to college in a local area not counting toward those 30. These are often referred as top 30 visits, although they're not necessarily top 30 players on a team's board. Harrison, 21, is a three-star recruit and the 79th ranked quarterback in the 2021 recruiting class out of West Bloomfield, Michigan. He committed Kentucky and was 11th ranked recruit in their 2021 class. Harrison made 2023 All SEC second team, missed 5 games in his final season with a shoulder injury. Has Harrison's number 4 cornerback and number 35 overall player in the class with a first, second round grade. He's actually a potential first round pick here. In his collegiate career, Harrison has appeared in 32 games and 20 starts over the 3 seasons, has 89 total tackles, 2.5 tackles for loss, 3 forced fumbles, 11 pass deflections, and 6 interceptions. Those are some gaudy numbers. My gosh. Yeah, I am very intrigued in Maxwell Hairston. Extremely interested. Extremely. So what's going on? Any chance of Mario Hampton, running back North Carolina, is drafted by the Commanders? If he falls to 29, there's a chance, but I think Mario Hampton's a top 20 pick. I'm gonna have a video about the whole when to let go of Mario Hampton dream. I think that's probably a dead one. But if he falls to 29, I mean, sure, I think it's a shot, but I don't think he's gonna be at 29. So that is a top 30 visit so far for today. So those are that. But let's get to this mock draft, though. Let's get to this mock. So we're going to get to our 7th round mock here. And we're going to go on the mock draft simulator. I'm going to do the NFL first. And we're going to do 2 rounds here. And today's theme is trading. We're going to do a bunch of trades. Teams looking for players. Teams want players. We're doing a lot of trading. It's gonna be a lot of moving around, a lot of moving pieces. But it won't be no movement at the number 1 pick, but it could be some movement for the rest of the draft. Let's start with the Tennessee Titans here at number 1. We know what they're doing. Cameron Ward, right? The Browns are interesting because I've heard some rumors about Travis Hunter being drafted here at number 2. Which allows the Giants to go get Abdul Carter. But I don't see them pass up on a prospect like Abdul Carter. I know they got Myles Garrett, but why not have the best pass rush in football? And while you're trying to fix your offense, because Travis Hunter, as good as he is, they already have good cornerbacks in Greg Newsome II and also Denzel Ward. They got the dude Emerson as well, so they have some decent corners. And I don't think he's gonna be as impactful in wide receiver as he was in college. Day 1, so day 1, you would definitely want to go Abdul Carter. Maybe in a couple years, Travis Hunter could be more impactful than Abdul Carter, but right now, today, as a wide receiver, he will not be as impactful as Abdul Carter as a pass rusher. So we're gonna go Abdul Carter here. Now, the Giants can use a corner. They don't need wide receiver help. They can use a corner. They like Paulson and Debo. They picked him up. Tay Banks has not really panned out. They need a true cornerback 1 to team up with Paulson and Debo, I think. And I think Travis Hunter makes too much sense. It just makes too much sense. I believe Will Campbell on my Menabu would do the 4th pick here. I'm gonna go Will Campbell this time for the Pats. Mason Graham just makes too much sense for the Jags. So now I think just when the trading starts, start here. Does it start here? It starts here. Yeah, it starts here. It starts because the Jets, if they have an inkling that they're drafting Shedeur, and with the problems that New Orleans having at quarterback, the trading starts here. It makes perfect sense for them to trade up slightly, not the OD, but Go. New Orleans and Las Vegas. Now, Vegas might say, man, look, man, I want Ashton Genty. I don't got time for the crap y'all talking about. So a surprise trade here. New Orleans takes 2 of their picks, send them to Vegas, and then they're now allowed to get Shedeur Sanders here at 6. Now, the Jets are on the clock. The Jets can use a few things. The Jets can use a tight end, I think. The Jets can use some offensive line help. As many offensive line they drafted the last couple of years, they still can't get it right. They use another young, They use another young wide receiver to team up with Garrett Wilson to help him out and help Justin Fields out. They could have drafted Shedeur to be the heir apparent if Justin didn't work out, right? So they could do multiple routes. They could go Ashton Genty and trade away Breece Hall. You know what? That's hilarious. I'm gonna do that. I know this makes a lot more sense, but just for the SNG, the ish and giggles, we're gonna go Ashton Genty. Carolina's on the clock. They desperately need an edge rusher. They can use a wide receiver. They can use a corner. They can use a lot of things. They use a lot. They can use a lot here. I'm not gonna lie. Do we want to help Bryce Young or do they want to help their defense? That's the question I have for Carolina. I think they want to help Bryce Young out. We're going to go technical. Now, the Vegas Raiders are on the clock. They can use a corner badly now. And without Ashton Genty on the board, Will Johnson makes a lot of sense. The Bears are on the clock. What do the Bears do here? What do the Bears do? Carolina's everything. Oh, Carolina's everything is kind of crazy. What do the Bears do here at 10? Do we trade out this pick? Dang, they got a lot of picks in the first 50 picks. Do they need the picks? They could go Tyler Warren. That's disgusting. That is so disgusting. Cole Kmet, Tyler Warren, Roma Dunze, and DJ Moore with DeAndre Swift? That sounds kind of nasty. That sounds pretty nasty. I can't lie, I said don't. And my medical, they really fixed their offensive line this offseason, so I'm not really going to attack that position like that. Think about using another tackle, but I won't kill them. They don't take one. Montez Sweat needs some help. Let's go Jalen Walker. Scout this pick. Anybody want a player? Anyone want a player? Would anyone be geeked for a player? Would Miami take a tight end at 13? Would they do that? Would they do that? We have another trade. Let's do it. Let's do it. That's just a bunch of trades going on here. I think Indy's about to move up. I think Indy should move up. Don't take no chances. Don't take no prisoners. That's too much, not enough. I'm going to go here. I'm going to throw in a 6-rounder. Yes, that's it. Indy moves up. They move up from 14 to 10. They take Tyler Warren. They don't got time for the bull crap. Now, the San Francisco 49ers are now on the clock. They can do a lot. Jalen Walker makes a lot of sense. Shamar Stewart makes a lot of sense. Amar Menabu makes a lot of sense. Kelvin Bates makes a lot of sense. Shamar Stewart, all these guys make a lot of sense. Even Shadei Barron makes a lot of sense. I think the one that makes the most sense for now and the future is Kelvin Banks. Jalen Walker. Yeah, Jalen Walker makes too much sense. Dallas. Tyler Guyton is so trash. At left tackle. Taking. Can't use him as edge rusher. They did lose DeMarcus Lawrence. Yeah, I think Shamar still makes sense here too. He's a homegrown product. Makes sense. Now with no flashy player here, we're gonna take Amar Menabu for the Dolphins. So they picked up Joe Tooney. If you're the Bears, they got Darnell Wright, who I like a lot. They fixed the interior of the offensive line. They picked up a new center, another guard. Yeah, Kelvin makes sense. This just makes sense. This makes too much sense. Yeah, screw that. They need an edge rusher. We're not wasting no time with this. Michael Williams or Mike Green are fine. Either one. Just give me a pass rusher. Same here with the Cardinals. Just give me a pass rusher. Give them a pass rusher. Bengals. Interesting. Malachi Starks makes a lot of sense. They have a good safety in a while since they lost Jesse Bates. That makes sense. I could rock with that. Seattle Matthew Golden. We're not wasting time with this one. I think that makes way too much sense. John Campbell makes sense for the. A lot of people make sense here for the Broncos. I don't think Colson Loveland lasts beyond this pick. We're gonna make an interdivisional trade here. Let's do an interdivisional trade, shall we? If Denver wants a Mario Hampton, right? But the Chargers give a indication they want Colson Loveland. They don't know what the heck the Pittsburgh Steelers want to do. They don't know what the hell they want to do. So let's help the Chargers get a Mario Hampton, and they get Colson Loveland, and the Steelers get what the hell is left. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and get another trade here. Let some ops do business, shall we? Let ops do business here. Chargers, Broncos. They swap first round picks, obviously. And they trade that third round pick. So now the Chargers are on the clock. They're taking Colson Loveland. Yeah, this makes. All right, Ladd McConkey, and they lost Josh Palmer. Picked up another receiver though, I think. But they need some pass catching help. Kenneth Grant makes a lot of sense for the Steelers. Even Mario Hampton makes perfect sense for the. Would them want to get rid of Jair Alexander and try and move on from him? Shadei Barron makes a lot of sense here too for me. I did not mean to do that. I don't know what the heck just happened there. I didn't mean to press a button. Did not mean to do that. Greg Abel makes sense for me. Now I think the this is another. This is the first thing we're gonna try the first round. Let's do it. Let's do it. I think because the Browns need a quarterback of the future, right? Yeah, we're gonna do that. Cleveland. We're gonna do LA. Can't do 1-for-1. Too much. Make it a little bit more enticing. We got the first round. Now the Cleveland Browns are on the clock. And then now they're going to draft the quarterback in the future in Jackson Dart. There we go. Now, the Baltimore Ravens are now on the clock. Derek Harmon makes a lot of sense because they lost Michael Pierce to retirement. That just makes perfect sense. The Detroit Lions are now on the clock. James Pierce Jr. has no business being here. But neither does Emeka Ibuka, but he plays in the slot. So I don't really see that happening. Yeah, James Pierce Jr. He has no business being here. He has no business being here at all. The Commanders are now on the clock. And they're the next team to get out of the first round. Now, who would a team be looking for here? Is it Nick and Awori? Is it Donovan Azaraku? That's the guy I think a team is looking for. I think that team would be looking for him now. So, who will want him? But the Rams want him? They got a pretty good pass rush already. This is the Commanders. Take him. Take Devin Azaraku here. Can we just take Devin Azaraku here? I think I just take him. It just makes sense. It just makes sense. The Bills. Walter Nolan makes sense. The Chiefs, so Booker makes sense. The Eagles taking Emeka Ibuka is kind of crazy. They did lose Cheetah Gardner Johnson, Nick and the Warrior makes perfect sense. All right. The Rams. Puka Nacua. Devontae Adams. And for the future. Nah, I'm not gonna do that. We're gonna go. Actually, I'm gonna go Maxwell Harrison here. That'd be nasty. Josh Conley Jr. makes perfect sense. This is crazy. Emeka Ibuka sitting right there. I think that makes perfect sense. Same Lufa Burden got rid of Christian Kirk. That makes good sense too. Now the Raiders can use a quarterback of the future. Will they do it here though? She probably should go ahead and do it, right? He ain't running back though. I'll trade that Henderson. Donovan Jackson makes great sense. Nick Scorson's great here. That's a great pickup. Javon Rebel's a great pickup there. And Talik Williams is disgusting. Mason Taylor's interesting. That's extremely interesting. Let's go Mason Taylor. Let's go with that. Get that tight end duo going. This makes perfect sense. That makes way too much sense. Dart's a good. Yeah, I agree with that too. What up, my guy? Can't wait. Watch we draft the best defensive tackle in the draft for January. I can see a Derek Harmon. I'm gonna talk about that in a separate video, but I can see Derek Harmon at 29. I can see that. was a huge. It's a huge curse scratcher because we have way too many running backs on our roster. I mean, you don't got no true running back one. Like you don't got a guy who's going to give you 25 carries a week. I mean, you're not really looking for that in the league anymore, anyway. But you don't got a guy in that room who can one cut go 80 yards to the crib. You don't have that guy. Austin Eckler is the closest thing to it, and he only does that on occasions. B-Rob can't do it. He don't have no speed. Jeremy Nichols is a journeyman. He's on a 1-year deal too, so there's no guarantee even he makes the team. And then Chris Rodriguez is okay, but I'm just not a fan of him. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people be deriding him. I'm just not a fan of Chris Rodriguez. So, yeah, if we get that guy who's that home run hitter, I think it makes good sense. It makes good sense. And also, Austin Eckler's got think about more than this year. Austin Eckler's on his last year of his deal. B-Rob's on the last year of his deal. And you gonna roll Chris Rodriguez in 2026? Hell no, you're not. I know you're not doing that. Hell no. Hell no. Trey Edmonds. Woo, what's a go? Cowboys gonna get a really good player here. I'm gonna go Bedroom Morrison for them. Then we're gonna go. I'm gonna go Landon Jackson. For the I think Carson for them. That sounds pretty good. Jaden Higgins is a pretty good one. We can go Darius Alexander because they lost Christian Wilkins a couple years ago. You had to replace him yet. I want to go JT Tomalo here. They need to go all defense if you're. And Rami Azari sounds good. Tyler Williams sounds pretty good there too. They rebuilding that offense. Their defense is so good. I'm not worried about their defense. But Xavier Watt sounds pretty good though, so I'm gonna roll with that. I'm gonna go Princely here for them. Alfred Collins sounds like disgusting for them. That sounds nasty. Jack Sawyer's pretty good. They did lose a similar guy in Joey Bosa. That makes sense. My boy Thomas right here for them sounds good. They just extended Tommy Tremble. Derek Brown stays hurt too. You get enough good tight ends. We can go Elijah Arroyo. I'm gonna go TJ Sanders for them. I'm gonna go Braylon Swinson for them. That sounds pretty good. Go Jalen Noel here. And then I think I'm gonna go Quinshawn Junkins. Trey Harris is very, very, very interesting. Can't lie, say he's not. Let's just see if I could. Let's see. Maybe a team like the Chiefs want Trey Harris. Let's see if they would want to move up a couple of spots to make sure they secure him. Why the heck not? It won't take a lot though. So this is gonna be like one of those like, yeah, I'm gonna get a 6th-round pick type of thing. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do this. And then I'm gonna go ahead and go. What? Sure. That sounds good to me. They take Trey Harris. I'm gonna take my man Jonah. And we still get Quinshawn Junkins. Then Jack back here sounds good for them. So that ends that. So that is the 2-round mock draft for a bunch of trades. That's a lot of trades that just happened. So he cool. I'm not a big fan though. I'm not a big fan. He cool. Always. You gotta fill up the roster. You gotta have 90 guys on the roster. So you're gonna sign a lot of guys that might not make your final 53, but they have to be on a roster to have 90 guys for training camp. You gotta have a training camp roster of 90 players. So that being said, A lot of guys signed here that might not even make our team when everything is said and done. So keep that in mind. RaiseHail. RaiseHail. Y'all ready for the Commanders one now? It's time. It's time for the Commanders one now. Let's go ahead and do it. Let's just do it. Restart. I'm gonna go 7 rounds for our Washington Commanders, and this one's gonna be themed top 30 visits. So guys we have met with for top 30 visits or scheduled for them are guys I will be looking at more than guys that we have not. So keep that in mind. Enter draft room, and we're gonna get this thing rolling. Cam Ward, Travis Hunter, Greenwood Campbell, Colson Lovely. That sounds broken. What the? Sweet. What the hell? What the hell? I'm gonna take that. Jahad Campbell. Okay, makes sense. No, they want to keep trading down. Do I want to keep trading down though? I don't need that many picks in 2026. I can use some 2026 picks. I'm gonna leave it alone. We'll stay where we at for now. What in the hell? Bro, what the hell is this? This is a lot of draft cap. Who the hell they want to come up and get though? Like, I do need a 3rd round pick though. I do have more picks. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, that's a lot. I want to pick a player in peace. Gosh sakes, I just want to pick a damn player. Ain't no way in hell this man sitting right here. Oh hell yeah, we doing that all day long, baby. We're doing that all day long, shawty.
Go in here and you come back to the bedroom and you lotion yourself and put on deodorant.
We go over that. I definitely need. Okay, let's just keep. I want picks in this draft. I don't want picks in this draft. Whew. I think I can get a guy like later. Xavier Watts is interesting because he's a guy who you could team up with Quan Martin. And he also could replace Quan Martin in a couple years too. He also could play free safety. Caleb Johnson sounds too good to pass up on. But got a guy like Jalen Blue you can pick up later. Got 2 4th rounders. Not that pressed for a running back right now. Jalen Noel is kind of interesting. Alfred Collins sounds like a move that I would do. Savion Williams sound nasty. That sounds nasty. That sounds nasty. That sounds too nasty. Sure. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. I know I did. Ain't no way. Ain't no way my man said right here. All day. We are. I'm doing that all day long, dog. All day long. Y'all tweaking. I'm doing that all day, cuz. Sound y'all nuts. I'm good. Good. I'm good while I'm at. Woo! You never linebacker. Barrett Carr sound good. Hey, Savion Williams is interesting. That's an interesting cat, bro. I ain't lying, bro. I'm all right. I ain't running back now. I'm not taking no goddamn backup. Ollie Gordon sitting right here. Who's left? Who's that running back? Rashard Smith. I like Rashard Smith though. See, how am I trying to defend my pick? I'm trying to see. What's Ollie Gordon? 6'1", 225. Okay, that's a good size. How fast is he? That's what I need to know. How fast is this young man? Average backup or special teamers? What they got here? 4.6. Hell no. I want some speed. I want some speed. I don't. It's all we missing in that room is speed. Now, Trevor Etienne's a little small. But I wouldn't take him in the 5th round anyway, though. I'll wait. And this is kind of running back we're looking for. What's this? 4.42? Yep, that's what we're looking for. I can get him later. Yeah, I can get a guy like I can get a running back later. I'm not really that pressed. I just get the best player available back at the pick. Yeah, I don't like none of these other dudes though. I've not touched the corner position yet. Zar Frazier sounds cool. We'll roll with that. I didn't take that position yet. So in 10 picks, I'm gonna get my guy. Sure. I'm gonna get my running back here. The fastest guy left, I'm getting. What? That's not realistic. I don't want Ollie Gordon. Darn it. Whatever. I'm taking Trevor Etienne. I'm not waiting no more. We're gonna get our running back here. What? Why you do that for this? That makes sense. What? They're not doing that. No, they're not doing it for no 6th round pick. Stop it. Stop the cap. That's a lie. All players. Let's see what we can get here. Who we can grab here? Okay. I got Cornelius as like a project. I can rock with that. At this point, we're getting projects now. So far, if we do this, bro, we pull this off, bro, this team gonna be lit for a while. A long while. James Pierce Jr. at 33. Alfred Collins at 74. Savion Williams at 104. Kevin Winston Jr. at 116. I don't see him being available that late. That's the one I'm like, what? That's crazy. Barrett Carr at 128. That's solid value. I think he'll be there. Trevor Etienne's a guy I think we'll draft. But we didn't do a top 30 visit with him. But that's that. Connor Colby's a guy we didn't do. Well, we got some. The rest of these picks, I'm not even worried about the top 30 visits. I'm gonna pick the best player available. We'll just pick the best players available this time. Jack Nelson's cool. We got like 107 round picks here. I can rock with that. That's a guy I like a lot too. Bro, we got like four. We got 4 7th-round picks, bro. I'm gonna just go with. I'm gonna go Khalil Mullings. I'm gonna draft 2 running backs. 7th-round pick. Why the hell not? At this point, we got 100 picks now. So Dean Clark, that works. Tyler Batty, why not? Shoot. Does that draft, man? How y'all like that one? We have another pick. We still have another pick after all this. You gotta be kidding me. Donovan Edwards is sitting right here. He had a really bad year this year too. I like Donovan Edwards a lot. Him in the 7th round is disgusting. Here we go. So this is our draft haul, man. It's our draft haul. That was our draft haul. What are y'all thoughts on this one though? I came out with like 12, 13 picks out of this one. Oh, my fault, y'all. I don't know what the heck just happened. Yeah. This never happened. That would definitely never happen. LOL facts. The Browns are dumb. No, the Browns aren't dumb. Works for us though. Need a 3rd-round pick for real. Definitely need one. Dang, he's still. That's why I say, dang, he's still there, bro. Yeah, he plays a lot like AJ. He a little taller than AJ though. Trey Harris probably gone. LOL. If we didn't get him at 33, he probably gone. But for sure, for sure. Salute, Slim. Salute to you, my boy. Appreciate you, Slim. No, for real, appreciate you, Slim. No cap. Uh, yeah, no, for real. That's OD. Got one more pick. LOL. That's crazy. We still have one more pick after all that, cuz. I care less about extra picks get impact players. I feel that, but like, you gotta. Not every player gonna be an impact player though. Like some players gonna play special teams, they'll be impact on special teams. Some people gonna be impactful on the field in their defensive or offensive role. You need role players too, fam. So we can't just say that. Nah, for real, not facts. That's drafts an A for me. I appreciate that, bro. Pierce. Oh no. What in the hell is wrong with James Pierce Jr.? What's wrong with James Pierce Jr.? I didn't know what's wrong with James Pierce Jr. I didn't know what's wrong with him. He's an explosive pass rusher. What did he do this past season to make you feel that way? I want to know what he did to you. What did he do? He's 6'5", 240. He a little light in the pants. If you feel that way, okay. He a little light. That's cool, but I don't get the problem. No Kakalaka boy right here. No Carolina. Shaw, no Carolina. I mean, he had 9.5 sacks this past season, 2 seasons ago. He had a pick 6. This dude athletic as hell. What the hell is it? You got 100 run stuffers. Why need him to stop the run for? We picked up Javon Killon. He stopped the run. Who else stopped the run, bro? Deron stopped the run. He's supposed to stop the run. bro. Keelan Farrell stops the run. I half the players we picked up on defense are run stuff in defensive linemen. We gave up keeping Dante Fowler to get more run stuffers. I don't care that man stop the run. Can you get the quarterback? Ow, my bro. You're about to kill me, bro. Like, don't pull me off. Oh, what's wrong with this stand? My fault, y'all. You're about to kill me, bro. Hey. No. If they run his way, they run his way. It is what it is. It's a passing league. If your name ain't Philadelphia, a lot of teams pass more than they throw. Do they not do that? It's not first down a passing down in this league anymore. What are we talking about? And Eddie Goldman. Shout out to the FCA alum, man. Man, I want an explosive pass rusher. Forget all that. We got guys who can stop the run. We got other guys. We got guys who set the edge. Doris Armstrong set the edge in the run game. Doris Armstrong does that. You got Eddie Goldman and all these other guys. We need a guy who can go get the quarterback. That's what we need. And I don't mind JT Talamalu for Ohio State in. It's not a knock against him. I want an athletic guy who can go get the quarterback. You saw how I want Dante Fowler, but upgraded version of Dante Fowler. Exactly what James Pierce Jr. is. That's what it is. Now, I mean, I like Jaden Higgins too. I have no problem with that. That was great value at 33. I don't care. He should not leave the first round. That's the same thing we did last year. If you would remember, our early second round pick was a guy that fell into the second round. He was not supposed to be a second round pick in Jerjon Newton. John Newton was a first round pick, and he fell to 37 or 36. If they see James Pierce Jr. at 33, I will bet you any amount of money they draft. If they trade the first round and they see him at 33, if we trade with the Browns and this same exact scenario happens, I bet they draft. He has no business being there. None. No business. You want to say about the attitude? I don't know about his attitude, bro. So I don't know nothing about the attitude or the logistics of him or all that. I know the talent. He's a first round talent. He should go in round one. So, but I mean, I don't mind JT Tulamalo. I don't mind Jaden Higgins. I don't mind the other guys you said. I don't mind Trey Harris at 33 if they did that. If James Pierce Jr. is there, they're gonna do it. I don't think they pass up on him. I just don't. I just don't see it. I think at that point we drafted Jerjon. So Johnny New was a first round pick. He's supposed to be a first round pick. We already took him, so that's why we passed him on. I don't see them passing up a guy in James Pierce Jr. at 33. That's the case. I don't see. Now they could. Now if they see a Mario Hampton there or something like that, and they're like, all right, man, we can get the next big thing at running back. I'll take, but edge rusher is so much more important than running back. So the running back I wanted to get Jaden Blue or get Travion Henderson, but I couldn't get one of them too. So I roll with Trevor Etienne, and I think that's a good fit too because he's fast. He gets in and out, cuts well. He's just really solid. So we need a solid RB2. We don't need a true RB1 anyway. We want a dynamic guy who can play all three downs, but we're not that pressed for it. I guess. I mean, Fisk had a great rookie season. Jerzon barely played. Johnny barely played for real. Yeah, he had 2 foot surgeries. He barely played last year. Let's see how. Let's go back. Next year we can judge both of them. Right now, I'm not going to judge either one. Fisk had a really good rookie year. Shout out to him. Great rookie season. And also defensive fit matters too. But we didn't fit our scheme. So I'm not going to attack him for that. And Cooper DeJean, I got to rant about that. I'm not going to talk about the Cooper DeJean. I'm not. You can go watch the Instagram at Protest Sports Network _ for my rant about that last year's draft. Why did we get Kool-Aid? Well, we let the Eagles get this nigga. I already did that. I've already done that. I've already told the fans to shut the fuck up. I'm not doing that. No. We're not revisiting it. Nope. Bro, I'm not. You keep screaming wide receiver, bro. There are wide receivers out there later in the draft. You can get a Trey Harris at 61. I believe he'll be there at 61. I'm trading down 29. I'm not taking on my 29. We need more draft picks. I'm not trying to argue with you, bro. You got it. Oh my, we're not doing that today. I'm gonna ignore that comment today. We're not doing that. We're not doing it. Nah, you tripping. Nah, we ain't doing that. Ask the Eagles, they ain't have a path where they're gonna win that Super Bowl. If Mahomes had all day to pro, what would happen? The Eagles would got lit up. Boy, I don't care how good your secondary is. You gotta get to the quarterback. No, you need. You gotta go and get that trust. Now, may not 29. Maybe you trade out the first round and get a guy. I don't think Azaraku is a reach. I don't believe that. If James Pierce Jr. there is not a reach. That's cap. That's cap to me. That is super cap. That is cap. I'm gonna stay on that. That's cap. If you think James Pierce Jr. is a reach at 29, you're tripping. No. Disagree with that. I disagree with that wholeheartedly. I think Azaraku gonna be there at 29. I think him and Pierce. I think Pierce will be gone. Actually, ain't gonna hold. Azaraku gonna be there. I think, but yeah. And I'm not taking. I don't think Hampton gonna be at 29 either. You gonna be keeping a beam. I don't think Hampton gonna be there at 29. I think Hampton is gonna be gone. I think I had him going to the Broncos at 21 or 20. Well, actually, no. I had the Chargers drafting him at 20. I think Colson Leather went 22. But yeah, Mario Hampton gonna be gone. Mario Hampton's going to probably be gone before 29. I ain't gonna hold you. I was hoping he could be available, but I doubt it. I don't see it. But yeah, man, that's gonna do it for tonight's live stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna go and wrap it up here. I'm going to take a couple more questions and I'll get up out of here. Like I said, a couple of those guys won't be if Donovan Azaraku is there at 29, it's not a reach. If James Pierce Jr. is there, it's not a reach. Now, if you're taking a guy like I don't find out. JT Talamalu at 29, that's a slight reach. Sure. But yeah, man. We're not reaching, man. Trust AP and calm down, man. Y'all be tweaking. I trust my GM. Trust him. I trust Jesus more than I trust anybody, but I trust my GM. I'm not worried about it. You never know. You never know. Who expected 10.5 sacks with Dante Fowler last year? You never know till these guys get on the field. So I'm not gonna attack anybody. That's cool. We'll see. We'll see what happens, man. I'm gone, bro. All right. All that, man. We went to an NFC Championship game. When's the last time we did that before last year? Answer me that. We don't trust AP. Y'all have a good night. Y'all trust me. Like, comment, subscribe. Y'all have a good night. I'm gonna go get up out of here. I'm gonna go record some videos for y'all for the rest of the week. I'll try to be live again sometime this week. For this 2.0, well, part 2 of this mock. And then next week we'll go ahead and do the final mock draft for the Washington Commanders and split that into 2 parts. And I'll try some guests on next week. So go run it up for me, man. I appreciate y'all running it up for me. Run these videos, man. I'm trying to get back in the algorithm. So please help me out by hitting that sub button, that like button, that share button. Let's get back into this algorithm, man. Because trying to gain more subs, get back to the algorithm. I know I've been inconsistent lately, but I'm gonna try to be more consistent for the rest of the draft season, the rest of the off season. I love you guys with the love of Christ. Or if you're not the most athletic, talented sport choice, professional on the field, talent be sound, and put God first. Always on connect talent and let's power dedication, man. Pro difference always. I love y'all, man. One more thing. I might be doing play-by-plays for a certain school. Me and another YouTuber, I can't say his name respectfully, but pray that this opportunity does come along for a play-by-play opportunity for college program. I'll probably meet with this guy either this weekend or next weekend, depending on my schedule. So we'll see how that goes. Till next time, I love y'all, and I catch y'all later, man. Peace, love, and blessings. Y'all be on these streets. I will catch you on the flip side. I'll see y'all tomorrow for another video. Peace.